Now that we have generated our research question, we are going to use this tool provided from the University of Texas at Austin to take that research question and pull the keywords from it. And those keywords are what we're going to use when we get into the database. So here, my topic, you can see I've done this search with different topics before, but I'm going to put my full question in. So how have college students developed study skills in the United States in the last 10 years? Then I'm going to click next. And now I have that question up top, and I need to identify up to 4 key concepts. Now, you could have more key concepts, but when you're using this tool, it does just have the 4. So if you have a 5th, feel free to just write it out on paper. And the key concepts are, if you were to take this question, they are the different terms or phrases within this sentence that are separate, right? So college students developed study skills is not one whole key concept. College students is one. Study skills is another. United States. And I can put the last 10 years. But when I get into the database, this is going to be more of a limiting of the publication date, not necessarily, I'm not going to change this last 10 years as a key concept and say it a decade ago, whatever. So for me, I'm going to just keep these 3, okay? But keep in mind that last 10 years is important once you get into the database, but you set that limit differently. Then I click next. So now my first concept here was college students. So I think of the different ways to say that, and we did that a little bit on the other tool. Undergraduates, university students. If you can think of other ways to say that, you can enter in up to 7 keywords. I'm just going to put in the 2 for now. When you get into the database, sometimes it offers up a few options as well. Next, I have study skills, and I had study strategies and academic knowledge. You see a lot of obesity-related topics come up. I have searched that for other classes a lot, so you're going to see that populate from here and there. Educational skills. Any other way you can say study skills you can put in here. Study methods. Next, and it is okay if you didn't notice to sometimes use the same word for part. So like here I have United States, I can expand that out and say United States of America, because sometimes the database will recognize how one phrase over another, even though one word might be the same, if that makes sense. So it might not recognize study skills, but it might recognize study strategies, or a certain journal article is using study strategies instead of study skills, or in this case they're saying United States of America instead of United States. It's best to put all your options in just so the database knows the full breadth of what it can use, what you're allowing it to use. United States of America, America, USA. I could broaden it a little bit out if I want, if I'm okay with all of North America, including Canada, Mexico, Central American universities being a part of this. I could narrow it down a little bit if I wanted to focus on a region of the United States. I don't. I'm okay with this right here. Then I click next, and it's going to map this out for me. So I have that topic, my key concepts, and the related search terms. And then it shows you down below how you'll set this up in the database. So I have another video that will show these Boolean operators, the ands and the ors, and explain these, but I'm going to explain it here so you can hear it twice, okay? We put the or in between our phrases or our key concepts here to signal to the database that each term is interchangeable. So while study skills and academic knowledge might be two different things, I'm telling the database here that they are closely related. And within my research, when combined with these college students in the United States, either one will work for me. Okay? Now, if you're looking at this and you're like, ooh, these terms aren't quite what I wanted, go back and start over, knowing that this is how the end is going to look. Take out those terms that they aren't really the synonym you thought they were. Okay? When you were originally thinking it up. You can go and use this tool as much as you want. When you scroll down, don't use these here. Don't use the library catalog, Academic Search Complete, or JSTOR from these links, because these links bring you to the University of Texas at Austin's databases. We have subscriptions to these databases. We have our own catalog. But in order to have those free articles, access to the free articles, you do need to go through our links, our database, which I have provided through the LibGuide. So just ignore the orange ones. But down below, you can also email this to yourself. Okay? When you email this, you will get all these terms that you've entered, and you will get this set up so that you can use it in the next database. If you have any questions about setting up your key terms, about keywords and generating keywords and how to say something, what's another way to say it, please do not hesitate to ask. Lisa.Anderson@muskegoncc.edu.